I've had the same desk chair for 25 years, probably more than that. It's the chair I had when I started Go Nintendo. It's the chair I took when I moved out of my parents' house. It was the chair I had in my parents' house for a long time before that. It's broken. It's gross. It's old. It needed to go. And thankfully, the guys at EWin reached out and they were like, hey, would you like to check out one of our gaming chairs? And I said, well, this is the perfect opportunity because my desk chair sucks. So they sent me this chair. You might have seen it in a couple of videos recently. It is the EWin Flash XL Series Ergonomic Computer Gaming Office Chair with pillows. So I've been using it for the last 9 days, 10 days, somewhere around there. It is my main chair. The other chair is, well, it's sitting right next to me, but it's not being used anymore. This is the chair I've been sitting in, and I wanted to tell you what I thought of it. When you get the chair, there's some assembly required, so it takes like, I would say 20 minutes, and the instructions are fine. And it includes all the tools that you need, so it's no big deal. Really, if I can handle it, you can certainly handle it. And when this sucker is complete, I was like, oh my god, this thing is a beast. Like, it's just, I'm not used to a chair like this. I was used to my little crappy rinky-dink chair, so this was crazy looking. And the thing that really stuck out to me first were the pillows. I was like, oh my god, it has 2 pillows with it. The EWin guys picked the chair they wanted to send, and that was that. That's all I really knew about it. So I saw the pillows and I was like, wow, that's actually pretty interesting. So obviously there's the back pillow and there's the neck head pillow. So the back pillow, for me anyway, is the most important because it actually makes me sit up straighter when I'm typing. My old chair, I was hunched over. It was not good posture. And this back pillow, which you can adjust, there's straps on the back that let you adjust it. You put it where you want, and it feels great. Like, I'm definitely sitting up much straighter, and I don't feel like I'm a million years old when I get out of the chair, which is usually what I felt like in my old chair. I'd go to stand up, and I'd be like, oh, my leg's asleep. I can't even move. That's not the case with this chair anymore. So the back pillow, I really do love. Now, the neck head pillow, I mean, it's there. It's like there. Now it's, if I'm leaning back, it's up against me right now. But when I'm working, I'm like sitting up straight because of the back pillow, and I'm typing, and I don't know anybody that like sits like back in their chair like this and works. Be a little weird. But, you know, the options there, and people, all different types of people sit differently, so maybe it's something that would work for someone else, but I'm not saying it doesn't work for me. I'm just saying, you know, it doesn't really come into play. That's when I'm working. Now, there are times when I'll just like kick back in the chair and I'll watch something on YouTube, and I'll lean back because the chair has a lever that you can pull to make you lean back, and it goes back pretty far. It's not completely horizontal, but it's pretty damn far. Now, when I'm doing that, that's when the neck and head pillow comes into play, and I'm actually using it, and it feels great. And you can adjust it just like you can adjust the other one. There you go. And like I said, there's 2 straps in the back, and they have buckles on them, so you can take the pillows completely off if you want. My hood got stuck. You can take the pillows completely off if you want, or you can adjust them all different places. So if you're leaning or laying down, whatever you want to call it, like that a lot, then I guess you would use that. But yeah, well, I'm using this as a work office chair, so I'm not, that neck pillow isn't really a factor for me. The 2 armrests also have a bunch of options. You can swivel them left and right. You can hold 2 buttons to move them forwards or backwards, so you have more wrist support or more elbow support. And then you can also pull these tabs on the side to let you physically lower or raise the armrest. So if you have a smaller desk and you need to fit underneath it, you should be able to do that with this when you combine it with the actual height of the chair. You know, like every desk chair has, there's a lever that you pull and it can go up and down. But now you can raise or lower the armrest to hopefully fit the desk size that you have, or the desk type anyway. So I have mine locked in completely all the way up, and the armrests are all the way forward, just because that's how I sit. And if I'm ever like reading something on a website or whatever while I'm working, I'll have like one hand on the mouse on the desk, and my other one is just resting on the other armrest, and then like I'll pull back and switch or take them both off to type. So it's definitely comfortable. I found a spot that works for me, and I didn't even know this thing had adjustable armrests, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know anything about like office gaming chairs, whatever you want to call them. Like I knew they were out there, and I knew like a lot of professional gamers use them and swear by them, but I hadn't experienced it. I hadn't seen one in real life, so I was surprised by some of the things that you could adjust on this. The seat of the chair is actually really comfortable too. It's squishy, but it's also firm. It gives support, which is important. You don't want to just like sink down into the chair. So I really do like that. And the material of the chair, it looks like leather, but it is not leather. It's faux leather. So if you want to do things that don't harm animals, then this chair is for you. But yeah, the good thing about this is, I'm going to be completely honest here. If you're a gamer or you're sitting in this chair a long amount of time for whatever reason, you're going to sweat. Things get sweaty. I mean, if you're I know when I play games, I get sweaty, and I'm a big guy, so I get doubly sweaty. And my old chair was just like cloth. There's nothing I can do with it. That's why it's gross. It's just, I sit in it so long, it's just gross. But this, the faux leather material, you can wipe down with a damp cloth or something like that and clean it, which is good, because I'd like to keep this chair nice. So that's a big change, and I think it's worth pointing out, because like I said, they're expecting people to pour a lot of hours into this chair, so you want to keep it looking good. The only real bad thing I can say is that the arm for the chair that raises and lowers the height, it's in a bit of a weird position. I looked it up on the website to make sure I built the chair right, and I did. It's like back behind you. The arm doesn't come out where you think it would. It comes out and juts back, so you have to kind of like reach behind you and pull up, which is a little annoying. But again, that's something you deal with like the first or second day. You find the height where you want the chair, and that's it. If it were something that you constantly deal with, like the seat of the chair or the back of the chair, and you're like, it's just not comfortable or it's not moving the way I want, that'd be a major gripe. But for the height adjustment, it's not really a big deal, but it's certainly something I wanted to point out. I've really enjoyed my time with the EWin Flash XL. Like, I really don't have any complaints. Like I said, the neck pillow is a little bit silly just because, you know, I think it is. I don't really have a need for it. It seems a bit extra, but it's there for people that need it. And the arm underneath for adjusting the height is a little bit wonky, but not that it doesn't work. It's just in a weird place. But outside of that, all the important stuff to me, it feels good. So it's comfortable. I've enjoyed my time with it, and to tell you the truth, I use the chair to play games. I don't have to sit in it when I'm done working because I have a sofa to sit on and play games, but this honestly feels better. The back support feels better, so I wheel the chair in there and play on that. I actually did last week's podcast in a chair because it's way better than the folding chair that I have down there, so that's good. But yeah, I got no complaints. I'm honestly really impressed. So if you guys have any questions about how I feel about the chair or anything like that, let me know. There'll be links in the description for you to check it out on your own and see what other chairs that the EWin gang offers. So thank you to them for providing this chair. I've given you what I feel are my full thoughts on it, but yeah, if you got anything you want to know, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot.